Sure to be fun for the whole family. Hope to see you there. You got this.
And out here getting loose, guys going through some drills. We're almost at game time, folks. Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You look at the Knicks. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And I think for Golden State, they're the best in class when it comes to putting a great product on the court. And we've seen that in the early going.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Hart is out there with Julius Randle. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then it's Butler. And it's Bridges in at the 2-guard spot. And for Golden State, the athletic front court pair. Wiggins alongside Kuminga. Z out there with Curry. And it's Jackson Davis in at the center position. So, Brent, when you were playing, what was your approach to the first game of a back-to-back? Anything different?
No, really nothing different, Kevin. I mean, the games just pile up. So go back to your routine, staying with your routine, making sure you're on time with when you eat your meal, when you get to the arena, when you're doing your pregame warm-up. A lot of those things allow your mind to settle in to what it is your body is about to go through to compete every night on an NBA floor.
Here's Butler, and it's blocked. Here's Z. He's defended by Randle. Outside, Kuminga. Golden State moving the ball around. Here's the screen. Shot clock at 6. Plenty of daylight on that shot.
So Steph Curry, the best shooter in the world is open and has the ball. Yeah, that's what I thought.
The Knicks have gone 0-3 from the field to start the game. Hart the pass to Brunson. A floater. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And, you know, it took them a while to get going, but they finally connected now on their 4th shot of the game.
Brent, when you survey Jalen Brunson, going from role player now to all-star, what a rise. What's been the key for him?
I just think it's confidence, Kevin. I mean, simple confidence. I don't think there's one point where Jalen Brunson didn't believe that, not that he was the best player on the court, but that he was going to be the best leader. And that has translated into him producing some massive scoring and assist nights for any team that he's played on. This guy is a winner.
And the Warriors with possession here after Jimmy Butler made that last three-pointer.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And the rebound goes to the Warriors. And this group is about as formidable as they come. 22 wins in a row. It's just remarkable.
So few teams in the history of the NBA have ever put a streak like this together, so it's really impressive. My prediction, the streak continues.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, Kevin, Steve Kerr gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. We both had the same topic, Mikal Bridges, and the impact he can have on the game. Coach told me he's someone we've talked about for sure. We can't let him out-hustle us. That's when he does the most damage. We'll see if they can match Bridges' energy. Guys?
Thank you, David. And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. For New York. And for the Western Conference, we have a chance now to recognize our Player of the Week, Z.
And what can you say about how huge he has been for this offense? Everything he's done, from the scoring, the shooting, the playmaking, you take him out of the lineup, and there's no telling just how different this team looks.
Now, guys don't want to guard someone like Jalen Brunson. He just keeps coming.
Here's Z. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
this is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
The Warriors shooting their first free throw of the game right now. A free throw off from Z. And Brent, three very important pieces of this Knicks roster all went to the same college and played on the same team.
Brunson, Hart, and DiVincenzo, what a remarkable reunion it was for those three players. But to not only be together, it was about the success that they shared in the Big Apple. They all won in 2016, that collegiate championship. And carrying that hard-nosed approach to the Knicks has been big in terms of paying dividends.
Now here's Brunson, guarded closer. The shot. It's rebounded by Curry.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Kuminga with a wide open look. No good on the triple. Knicks trail by 6. Here's Butler. Nice defense from Kuminga.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
And so it's New York with it. The Warriors making the shot. Baseline try, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Brunson's got 8 points.
Now that basket must be widening out right now. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Here's Z, and he finishes nicely on the wing.
They are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Knicks trail by 8. And here's Brunson outside. The Warriors pull it in. Wiggins has got 4 rebounds in this game. Throws it up high.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Bridges outside. Handle a screen on Curry. Bridges passes to Brunson. With 1 on the clock. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Warriors ahead, up by 10. We've got more in store for you right after this. Jackson Davis is checked in for Sharp. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Green. Andrew Wiggins checked in for Moody. And Z subbed in for Brandon Pajemski. Here's Z. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. The athletic front court pair. Wiggins alongside Kuminga. Stephen Curry's out there with Z. And it's Jackson Davis in at the 5. That's the Warriors' 5.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Hi, guys. Z in that last game against Toronto got the job done. He picked up 39 points, and he was a contributor on the defensive end as well. Those were ridiculous numbers he put up. See what he has in store for an encore. Can't wait to see. Kevin?
David, we appreciate the update. Greg, we'll see if he can keep rolling here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub. When he's in rhythm, he can carry your team across the line.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
And here is Anunoby after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Bridges deciding where to go with it. And again, unable to change momentum here. Golden State's gotten all but one of the three-pointers to go down in this game. They've gone 7 of 8 so far. Curry with the bucket.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found the comfort zone. Once he gets that, The defense knows they're in trouble.
The Warriors making a switch here. Podziemski's checked in, and New York with a change here too. Randall's checked in for OG Anunoby. Outside, Kuminga. And it's in there.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for New York. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. Now here's Randall. Jackson Davis defending. To the middle. Here's Brunson.
Maybe that great start in the first quarter took something out of him because his production has fallen off. Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Here's Podziemski, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Podziemski's got 10 points now just in this quarter. Fires from way outside. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Warriors. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. Back right after this.
Welcome, everybody. And as we start to work our way through the season, a sneak peek at the Rookie of the Year race.
We know the draft's an inexact science, even with all that prep that goes into it. So congrats to the teams that chose these 5 rookies.
Yeah, we've seen scouting make or break a franchise. Hey, it makes or breaks a studio team. And now, how about that first half? Talk about a dominating display for the Warriors.
And you look at the numbers. They're playing so well offensively, nice flow. Only a few wasted possessions, guys.
And if they continue on this track, they're pulling away down the stretch. Mark my words.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard. The second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Here's who Tom Thibodeau is starting the second half with. We've got Josh Hart. Jalen Brunson out there with Bridges. Then it's Randall. And it's Butler in at the 3, the small forward. Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
Yeah, his dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA lockers.
Here's Butler. They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed. Here's Z. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 4 assists in the game.
and they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Randall kicks to Hart. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. You know, Brent, Josh Hart has been a contributor at the many stops in his NBA career.
Sometimes you have to wait to find your home, Kevin. That's been the case for Josh, but he has always contributed to winning. And now he's locked into this role where he is flourishing. This guy has all the tools to go out there and do little things every night that help your team be in a position to win games.
Now here's Curry. 20 points for him. On the wing, Bridges. Guarded by Curry. Bridges misses. Here's Z. And that one is stuffed right through.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Outside Butler. Over Wiggins. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Butler's got his second bucket of the night.
You don't call him Jimmy Buckets for nothing.
Z, the pass to Kuminga. Pass to Z. Shoots. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
It looks like he's got more feel tonight. Like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Knicks have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Butler feeling out of it. For the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Butler's got 5 points now this quarter.
Nice to see Butler drain the 3 ball. This really opens up the rest of his game.
Kuminga finds Curry. Wiggins outside. Back to Curry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
That's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Olden. David.
Hey, Kevin, as always with Tom Thibodeau teams, they are level-headed. He said of his Knicks, we want guys to sacrifice and put the team first. But there has to be that belief. When your best players have it, your entire team ends up having it. We know if we stay disciplined, we'll have a chance to win. Kevin?
A very good chance, D.A. Thank you.
Well, with him struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Jackson Davis with it. He's defended by Randall. Here's Z. And another 3 for Golden State.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
New York's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. And here's Brunson outside. Brunson with another miss. Warriors have gone an unbelievable 8 of 8 shooting since halftime. Must have been some kind of pep talk in that locker room.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Here's Butler following the basket by Jonathan Kuminga. They need this. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Wiggins left side. Pass to Z. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. That's 29 points for Z.
Defense shaking their heads. No idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Butler from outside. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Jackson Davis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Kuminga dishes to Wiggins. Curry deciding where to go with it. Shoots over Brunson, and the Warriors tack on 2 more.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a huge... And now we take a listen into the recent huddle from Tom Thibodeau.
Defensively, it's too easy down there. Too easy. Keep the ball in front.
So he's checked in for the Warriors. Z comes in for Hield, and then for New York. Julius Randle's checked in for Anunoby. Bridges comes in for Miles McBride. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Ball. We've got Draymond Green. Moses Moody is out there with Derek Jones. Then there's Brandon Pajemski. And it's Z at the point. That's the Warriors 5. Here's Z. Jalen Brunson picking up that last basket. Basket counts.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
Bridges outside. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it.
Yeah, you got to guard Brunson tighter than that. He's a legitimate threat from outside the arc.
Fires the 3, and it's good. 3 points on the board on the shot from Z. Z's got 18 points just in the second half. Brunson kicks to Butler. Pass to Hart. Inside, here's Brunson. That one goes in. Brunson's got 7 points for the quarter.
And mixing it up down low, Brunson, not the tallest guy on the floor, but he can finish around the basket.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Jalen Brunson. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Warriors.
Their accuracy in this one has just been on another level. I mean, the 3-ball keeps falling, and the defense just hasn't been able to run them off the line.
I feel like there's been an old-school aspect to what they've done tonight, and that is pounding the ball inside, getting it down low, getting those looks in close. That's been effective.
Z can't get it to go. New York's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. When it comes to players who like having fun, great Jimmy Butler has to be way up there.
Kevin, did you see his media picture for the 23-24 season? He looked like he belonged in an emo band with that hairstyle. Jimmy is definitely one of those guys that likes to troll and have fun.
Here's Z. Outside, Jones. They set the screen. Pass to Pajemski. Fires from 18. Drained for 2 points.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Warriors.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Z.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in. Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Brunson, no good.
I think if I was coaching these guys right now, especially him, I'd tell him, you take one more 3-point shot, and we're going to have some conversations here side by side.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
Yeah, huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
Pass to Z. Drives to the hoop, and that comes off the assist by Jones.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Z So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
Thank you for joining us. That